What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dapper, back for another, not even another, because there's no episode of Power this week, as we all know. But what we can do is get into this clip that came out from Omari Hardwick. And if you're not familiar, Omari Hardwick is the guy who played Ghost on the original iteration of Power. So with that being said, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we're about to get into that clip.
Cause the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open.
This be the perfect thing. They asked me before to come back. They asked me in the last year and a half to come back. When I was offered this. When I was in Boston reading this script, I was in Boston saying, okay, then this. And then then this went to stars, and then they didn't come back giving me what I wanted on the then this. So if they gave me the then this, if they give me the, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, they're right that.
All right, so this is interesting to me for a couple things, for a couple reasons. One, because funny enough, this actual season they actually showed his tombstone on the, I don't know if this is the first time, but it's the first time to my memory that they showed his tombstone on the show when Tariq went to visit Raina's grave and he met Grandma there, so on and so forth. So, I don't know if the Power has officially washed their hands of the situation. They're just like, hell no, we're not matching that number, whatever number it is he sent over there to them, and they just washed their hands of it. That's why they were able to show that and be like, look, we're comfortable with showing now he's completely done away with. Or, if that's just one of them Power things they were just trying to, make some noise with, or whatever the case may be. I think Omari probably deserves whatever it is he's asking for, because of what he's done, this show has continued to flourish in the way it has. So my thing would be whatever he's asking for, I'm passing him a blank check, and whatever he wants, he's probably much to get. If I was in charge, obviously I'm not. But I also want to talk about another part of this, which is how does Ghost come back? Because on the show, they talk about him being dead. Obviously, they talk about Tariq being the one that killed him for sure. But my thing is, I just don't know how they would bring him back. Comment if you have an idea. Comment how you think they would bring him back. I personally don't know how it would work and not just make Power feel like the most. Because don't get me wrong, there's right things in Power that I don't necessarily agree with that be happening, because I feel like it's unrealistic. But I get it, it's a TV show. But that bringing Ghost back, I don't know how they bring that back without doing it on some like Riverdale. If you ever watch Riverdale, you know what I'm talking about. But and some stuff like that where it's just some magical, I don't get it. Like, we saw Tariq shoot him. I don't, what is he doing? He's hiding. I don't get it. I really don't. So, I would hate for Power to have to go that route. So my thing is, if they were going to bring him back, it would have to have been between season 2 and 3. It couldn't have been now. I don't think it can be later necessarily. Obviously, if he tones down the number, he wants to come back, they're going to figure out a way to do it, because he's Ghost. But I just don't agree with it if they were to do it. But y'all can comment down below, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm right. But before you tell me anything, make sure you like and subscribe. And we're out of here.
Zach says Tariq set me up to get arrested.
Find out what you need to find out. This could be a fucking setup, D. They don't want you, they want him. Take on Tariq.
If she doesn't flip, we lose the case.
They're not gonna stop till they find you.
This is my mess. I'm gonna handle it.
I did come across the photo of a police report. Yeah, that's him.
This could fuck us.
Whew. All right. I don't know, man. This, if I had to give this episode my own title, it would have to be pressure, because that's what I'm feeling throughout this episode. That's what I've been feeling throughout this season pretty much, is just pressure. It feels like everybody just under so much pressure, which is usual for Power, obviously, but just so much so much decisions have to be made and sides have to be chosen, which if you follow, my last few videos, I've been teasing at and predicting, this split that's gonna split them going forward. Between whether it's between the Tejada family internally, whether it's the Tejadas and Tariq, whether Kane, what I'm saying, just or it could be both. Like it's a lot of things that can go on because there's a lot of the season has had a lot of like going behind each other's backs and obviously this is like I said, this is not new to any Power season, but specifically when it comes to internal matters between those that are doing business together, it's a lot of going behind each other's back. It's a lot of things that are unknown, people that should be known to people, and they're gonna probably end up finding out in the worst way. So it's gonna change the way the message is received, and people are gonna be turned out to be liars. And like you talk about Monet and Diana's probably looking like she's gonna find out some information that she probably is gonna come across by mistake, and people thinking Tariq is setting them up, and will Effie flip? Will she not? I don't know why Kane is in glasses. I know he's pretending to be a lawyer, obviously, but I'm trying to see what that does for her, and how powerful his testimony is to ask Effie to stay on his side, as opposed to standing by Tariq. So it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the paperwork that Diana's holding up. We know that's something to do with Whitman, I believe, who's died episodes ago. But that information only Monet has and Davis has, so it's interesting to see how that ends up in her hands. But I'm guessing she finds something that Sachs had hid away or somebody else had that probably shouldn't have had it in the place they had it in. She discovers it, and I'm interested to know what details Davis was talking to Tariq about. When he says, these details might fuck us, like is what he said. What I'm saying? That's going to be interesting to figure out. So I'm interested because this is the penultimate episode, and honestly, from the preview, you couldn't tell me it wasn't the episode 10 from the way it looked, but this is actually just the one before that. So if this is what it's shaping up to be for episode 9, then episode 10 is probably going to be something crazy out of this world we haven't seen yet from Power Book 2 at least. So I'm really excited. I'm pretty sure you guys are really excited. Leave your comments below on, what you think should be going on or will be going on in the episode. Make sure you're liking, you're commenting, subscribing. All that, helps me. We're trying to get to 500. And I'm just trying to make it so that we do this enjoyably, And I just want to I like to have discourse in the comments anyway.
Stand up in the ocean, everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't 4